actions of Grok and X are disgusting.
After weeks of backlash, Elon Musk has limited his AI tool, Grok. Leading politicians have been outraged at its ability to generate degrading and, in some cases, illegal sexual images, some of children. But we can reveal that Grok is just a small part of a much bigger problem. The reality's more widespread and much darker. Data shared exclusively with Channel 4 News shows the amount of child sexual abuse material online has gone up year on year, up 7% in 2025 according to the Internet Watch Foundation. But when you look at AI, the stats show an alarming trend. In 2024, AI child sexual abuse videos were barely around. But by last year, the IWF discovered almost 3,500 of these illegal, abusive videos. When the IWF comes across this content, it works to remove it. It also ranks it based on how extreme it is.
In AI-generated material, we're seeing 66% of that is category A. The worst type of child sexual abuse, it is penetration, and also it's of very young children.
And how realistic does this stuff look?
It looks really realistic.
12 months ago, people just weren't able to make these kind of videos this easily using AI, but now they can. We've also been given examples of the kind of things that perpetrators are posting online. It's a disturbing insight into their mindsets.
I just love knowing that the quality, as great as it is at this point, is only going to get better.
The more I experiment, the more surprised I am at just how uncensored is. The updates and fine-tunes are going to be nuts.
Wow, AI has really made a leap forward with motion. It used to be obviously fake, now it's 10 out of 10.
The Lucy Faithfull Foundation supports people who are worried about their behaviour, like those viewing illegal child content.
This use of AI-generated sexual images is not happening in isolation, because actually 91% of the people who said they've been viewing AI-generated sexual images have also admitted to viewing sexual images of children that aren't AI-generated. The people that are contacting us who are saying that they've been viewing AI-generated sexual images of children has doubled last year from the year before.
While these videos have been artificially created, that doesn't mean they're totally fake. The models that make these videos are trained on real images of children, and often those children are already victims of abuse.
Often offenders have a favourite child, and maybe there isn't so much kind of like sexual torture or bestiality or violent content with that child, but they're using AI to generate worse material. And actually, we know that exposure to child sexual abuse material, whether it's AI generated or not, is like leads you and makes you more likely to have face-to-face interaction with children, which is child sexual abuse as well. So it's not victimless, it doesn't divert people, it's actually a really dangerous trend.
The government has said it will soon make it illegal to train or adapt an AI model to create child sexual abuse material. Campaigners say that can't happen fast enough.
Well, joining me now is Claire McGlynn, who is Professor of Law at Durham University. And can we just pick up where Sophie left off in that report? How worried should we be about this AI child sex image generation crossing over into real-world abuse?
We should be very concerned because some studies clearly show that of users of child sexual abuse material, around 40% have then gone on to make contact with children. So viewing child sexual abuse material is harmful in and of itself, but it can be a pathway to contact offending.
Yeah, and the difference is that this stuff, this AI child sexual imagery, the ease with which people can access it, that's got to be a concern.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Internet Watch Foundation have also made it clear that some of this material is on the clear web. You do not have to go hard to find it. It's not hidden on the dark web. It's on the clear web, and some of it is on the mainstream porn sites.
So it's an offence, isn't it, to create this stuff? Why aren't we seeing a flood of prosecutions? Does it suggest that people are using it, creating this stuff and getting away with it?
Well, yes, there are a large number of people who are generating and sharing this kind of material. The police are working through with many of those prosecutions, but we all know that there are real struggles in the police in terms of dealing with child sexual abuse generally, as well as CSAM. There's just so much of it. This is why we really have to target the platforms that are generating this material, and we have to go after those who are creating these tools that people are using to make the material.
And we've had this recent high-profile example, and in the last day or so, Elon Musk and X have said that they're going to put new limits on the Grok AI tool about what it can and can't do. But it's all reactive, isn't it? It's almost too late by the time anything happens.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very welcome step, but yes, they should have done this from the very beginning. The Online Safety Act is quite clear that a company like X should have undertaken a risk assessment of a tool like X, and any of the most basic risk assessments would have shown you and told you that it could be used for this purpose. So it should never have been released, being able to generate these kinds of materials.
But even with the safeguards, even if Elon Musk did everything people like yourself would have liked him to do, the way AI works and the way people engage with it surely means that people are going to find workarounds, because AI is responding to prompts. It's generating new stuff. It's using its own imagination.
Well, this is true, but these are products that are designed in particular ways. And so we just need to put more effort into ensuring that the guardrails are there, to take those steps to ensure that we can't, we are as fast as those who want to try and break the system. We are working to make sure it is protecting children particularly.
OK, Professor Claire McGlynn, thank you very much for your time this evening.